Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Kubra Ali and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Man taken to hospital after being stabbed in downtown Toronto. Canadian record holder, world champion Pole vaulter Sean Barber dead at 29. Children's pain and fever relief medicine recalled due to risk of overdose. Teenage boy dies after being struck by vehicles in Vaughan. Police chief says cutting more than $12 million from the police budget request could impact response times in the city. Police arrest 2 of 4 hammer-toting suspects in smash-and-grab robberies at 3 GTA jewelry stores. 1 person in life-threatening condition after shooting in Brampton.
These were the headlines and now let's jump right into the details.
A man has been seriously injured in stabbing in downtown Toronto. Police say they received a call just before 7 p.m. for a man stabbed in a building in the area of Jarvis and Wellesley Streets. When officers arrived, they located a man with a stab wound. Toronto paramedics say the victim suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Police later said he is in stable condition. No suspect information has been released. Toronto Police Chief Martin Demkiw says that a proposed $12.6 million cut from the force's requested budget could slow response times and imperil the service's ability to ensure public safety. Demkiw made the comment to reporters on Thursday after appearing before Toronto's Budget Committee to make his case for additional funding. Demkiw is asking Mayor Olivia Chow to award the Toronto Police Service its full $1.186 billion budget request for 2024. City staff had previously shaved $12.6 million off the request as part of the proposed budget that was tabled for the first time early this month. It was among $600 million in spending cuts and savings in Toronto's budget. Under the staff proposed budget, the Toronto Police Service would still see its funding levels rise by approximately $8 million when compared to 2023. But Demkiw said that the TPS needs the full $20 million increase to continue to fill vacancies and ensure adequate staffing across the city. He said the slashing the force's budget would create an unacceptable risk to public safety, including the ability to officers to proactively patrol the city. The police service's requested budget would have allowed for 306 net new officers to be deployed by the end of the year, pushing the total uniformed complement up to 5,433. Demkiw suggested that cutting the requested budget will directly impact the ability of the TPS to follow through with that hiring plan. However, Budget Chief Shelley Carroll disputed that point while speaking with reporters later in the day. She said that even if the TPS is not able to find any other savings, the proposed budget would still allow for the hiring of 200 new officers. Drug manufacturer Teva Canada Limited is recalling one lot of a children's pain and fever relief medicine because it contains too much acetaminophen and poses a risk of overdose. A recall notice published by Health Canada says routine product testing found a higher than acceptable amount of acetaminophen in the affected lot of pediatrics acetaminophen oral solution. It says bottles of the medicine with the lot number MC0079 and an expiry date of August 2025 contain approximately 185 mg of acetaminophen per 5 ml compared to the approved and labeled 160 mg per 5 ml. Health Canada says this could lead to children receiving too much acetaminophen with signs of an overdose including nausea, vomiting, lethargy, sweating, loss of appetite, and pain in the upper part of the abdomen or stomach. Pediatrics acetaminophen oral solution is available without a prescription and is intended to use in children between the ages of 2 and 11. Health Canada says that since the recall is limited in scope, it will not have any impact on the general availability of children's acetaminophen products across the country. Former Canadian world champion pole vaulter Sean Barber has died. He was 29 years old. Barber died Wednesday night, his agent Paul Doyle told the Canadian press. The specific cause of death was not disclosed, but Barber had been dealing with an ongoing illness. Canadian women's pole vaulter Alicia Newman shared several photos and a lengthy caption in an Instagram post. "I wish I could say heaven received another angel, but if I am being honest, it was way too soon," she wrote. "Sean, my teammate, my dear friend and confidant, I am honored to have been in the same walk of life as you." In an Instagram post from his management page, Dole described Barber as a friend that will never be forgotten, before adding he will be greatly missed. A number of fans posted their condolences across social media, expressing their sadness and recounting the memories Barber left them with from his college and early pro years. Our thoughts and prayers to the family and friends of Sean Barber, Canadian pole vaulter, 2015 world champion, Rio 2016 Olympian, and Canadian record holder Athletics Canada posted on Twitter. 2 people have been arrested in connection with a series of smash and grab robberies over the past week that targeted jewelry stores in Mississauga and Brampton. The first incident occurred shortly after 1:30 p.m. January 12th in a store near Dixie Road and South Service Road in Mississauga. Police said 4 suspects, whose faces were covered, allegedly rushed inside and smashed display cases with their hammers, stealing various amounts of jewelry. They fled the area in a vehicle which police said was later determined to have been stolen. 4 days later, on January 16th, a similar incident happened at a jewelry store in the area of Gorway Drive and Morningstar Drive in Mississauga. 4 suspects armed with hammers entered the store, shattered display cases, and took pieces of jewelry. The next day, before 4 p.m., police believe the same 4 hammer-toting suspects arrived at the jewelry store near Kennedy Road and Clarence Street in Brampton, deployed similar tactics, smashing display cases and taking jewelry. This time, though, police said responding officers were able to track the suspects' vehicle a short distance away from the scene. Following a brief pursuit, 2 of the 4 were arrested. Police said no one was physically injured during 3 cases. On Thursday, police identified the 2 suspects as 18-year-old Elijah Roberts and the 16-year-old person whose name cannot be released under the provisions of the Youth Criminal Justice Act. They are both charged with 3 counts of robbery, 3 counts of disguise with the intent, and 2 counts of possession of property obtained by crime. No descriptions have been released for the 2 other outstanding suspects. A 15-year-old boy has been pronounced dead after being struck by multiple vehicles in Vaughan. The boy was struck at Western Road and Villa Royal Avenue, south of Major Mackenzie Drive, shortly before 7:30 a.m. York Regional Police said they believe the boy was struck by at least 2 vehicles. He was rushed to a trauma center with life-threatening injuries but was pronounced dead a short time later. The vehicles involved remain at the scene, police said. In an interview with Awaz News, Constable Lisa Moskieluk said the investigation is still in its early stages and police are working to figure out exactly what happened. Moskieluk said youth engagement officers would be available at the boys' school to provide support for students and staff. Support staff are also being made available to the boys' family and to first responders as well, she said. Police are appealing to anyone with the information or video from the area to come forward to investigators. Western Road is currently closed between Maria Antonia Road and Davis Road, Ashbury Boulevard, as police investigate. 1 person is in life-threatening condition after a shooting in Brampton Thursday evening. Peel police say it occurred near Vivian's Crescent and Stokes Road, northeast of Chinguacousy Road and Steeles Avenue West. They received the call for the shooting shortly after 7 p.m. The circumstances surrounding the shooting are unknown at this time. Police say they do not have suspect information.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Kubra Ali. I'll see you back tomorrow. Same time, same channel. Have a good night.